It's Sana, your IKEA enthusiast back again. Nice to meet you all. Today I'm going to introduce you to the latest IKEA product released in September. I think these items are going to be very popular and I imagine they'll sell out soon. By the way, I recently appeared on a TV show. Thank you so much to everyone who commented I saw you. I'm grateful for the rare and valuable experience. So let's dive right in. The first new item I'd like to highlight today is this. I rushed to grab it at the moment the store opened. It's a magazine file, basically a stylish, modern book holder. It's made of steel, so it's very sturdy and has a sleek design. Why do I think this will be so popular?
Because the beige version of this was a huge hit last time. It completely disappeared in the blink of an eye.
So I'm sure this white version will also be a hit. A lot of people missed out on the beige one last time. Here's a comparison. The one on the left is the beige version. The size and the design are exactly the same. Here's how it looks with books inside.
The white one looks great too, don't you think?
Because it's white, it can be styled in so many different ways.
It pairs well with neutral colors, but it also looks fantastic with brightly colored books. The white version really expands the range of interior design styles it fits into.
It's not just good looking, it's also really functional.
It's sturdy enough to hold thin books and notebooks without tipping over. Some people have even used it to hold cutting boards.
If you want to keep books or items nearby, but not fully on display, this is super useful.
For example, you can store things like prescription medications in it, easily accessible, but not completely visible.
Since this is such a brand new item,
I imagine some stores or countries may not have received it yet.
You can check stock availability and expected arrival dates on IKEA's online store. So if you really want to get your hand on it, I recommend checking free entry. Unfortunately, IKEA Japan no longer offers the ability to order from other stores via chat. I recently participated in an IKEA event focused on sleep, where there was a talk session about sleep position by Professor Edagawa, expert on sleep.
He shared some great advice about choosing the right posture for sleeping.
So I'd like to share it with you.
There are so many mattresses and pillows out there, and it's hard to know which one to choose, right? Basically, you have to try them out. But one thing to keep in mind is that the best sleeping posture is the one that mimics your standing posture. In other words, when you lie down, try to see if your body is aligned in the same way as when you stand up straight. Even so, you might still wonder which mattress to try. According to IKEA staff and followers, this is the current top recommended mattress. You really can't know until you try it out for yourself. Next to it is another recommended mattress, which was also mentioned to me. One thing to be aware of is that many IKEA mattresses are 200 centimeters long, which differs from the bed sizes commonly used in Japan and the US. Back to sleep posture. When choosing a pillow, the goal is to keep your neck in the same alignment as when you're standing. You want to avoid pillows that are too high and push your head forward. Try resting your head on the pillow and check if your neck feels straight or if your head is jutting forward. That's a good way to select the right pillow.
IKEA has tons of pillows options and trying them out can be quite fun. Let's move on to some more new products.
This next item was an impulse buy, a light bulb. It's just too adorable. The The shape is like a donut with a sunken middle, which is really cute.
Even just hanging it as it looks super charming.
I bought it right away because I wanted to give it a try. The brightness is 120 lumens, so it gives off a gentle, non-blinding light. Don't you think this frosted glass is just beautiful?
I'm really impressed.
I've been trying it out in different spots to see where it looks best. This lamp base from IKEA didn't fit, but I wanted to give it a go.
In my bedroom, I hang another IKEA light, which is one of my favorite. Just hanging this light bulb creates a really unique look. The shape is simply perfect. Now I'm trying it with this lamp base from IKEA.
It's only $12 and has such a clean, simple design. The matte texture of the base matches so well with the frosted glass of the bulb. I love how you can see the sunken middle of the bulb. It's such a charming detail. Next, I attached the bulb to a cord set and hung it from the ceiling. This cord set was purchased from Amazon, and I love its minimal vibe. I found that hanging it a little lower balanced the look even more, making it extra charming. When I shared it on my Instagram stories, I got tons of comments saying how lovely it is. The creative possibilities are endless. Here, I've placed the bulb on a candle holder. It's not meant for this, but I gave it a try. The cord dangles a bit in the back, but I think you can hide it by facing the candle holder toward the wall. Doesn't it look like a sibling to the IKEA lamp next to it, Deisa? It's so adorable. This is actually a kitchen utensil stand, but since it's a cylinder shape, I was able to run the cord through it. I used some silicone cushion pads from the 100 yen store to lift it off the ground a little. Here's how it looks with the bulb placed on top. It really opens up so many possibilities. Thinking about where to place it and how to make it look cute is a lot of fun. With new products, they often sell out quickly. For this light bulb, for example, you can check stock numbers online before heading to the store. But if you're worried it might sell out before your next IKEA visit, there's a service I highly recommend: store pickup. This service became free in Japan as of September 4th, so you can now reserve items in advance and pick them up at the store without paying delivery fees. I actually tried using this service, and it was super easy. The pickup area was on the first floor. This might vary by store, so I didn't have to go all the way up to the second floor, which saved a lot of time. It's super convenient when you're in a rush. The details about when your order will be ready for pickup might vary, so be sure to check that carefully.
I was able to pick up it so quickly. I've heard that this service is also free in USA. Have you used it before? I recently visited IKEA Shinmisato store for the first time, and room setups were so beautiful.
How does this compare to the IKEA near you? It felt like the store had a more minimal and tidy design. There weren't as many items, so it felt more spacious. Maybe it reflects the local lifestyle in the area. There were a lot of white and beige tones, which I personally love. This room setup was especially lovely. I loved how they used lamps in this room. It was really inspiring. I also loved how they styled the egghead units in the living room storage. The touch of black as an accent color was stunning too, and this room setup caught my eye as well. The sofa is one of the most talked about products right now. It's a modular sofa that you can arrange in any combination you like. For example, you can place it in an L shape or even back to back like this. Such an interesting idea. I also noticed that the restaurant had power outlets, which is really convenient. IKEA Yokohama doesn't have power outlets, so I was surprised to see people working on their laptops in the restaurant. I hope IKEA Yokohama adds power outlets soon.
Let's check out some of the new kitchen items. What if I found something adorable? Oh no, that's dangerous.
Here's a deep bowl that caught my eye. I think it would be perfect for serving udon noodles. It's part of the popular GLADELIG series. How about adding it to your collection? Here's a stand in a lovely turquoise color. I really like how the support is subtly made of wood. It adds a nice touch. What would you place on this stand? Isn't it just charming? It's so stable despite having just one support. And right next to it is this serving stand, which I absolutely love. My favorite feature is that it folds up when not in use. Even if you're just serving a few snacks, it creates a sense of height and makes everything look more appealing.
There is another interesting new product, a set of wine stoppers.
I don't drink wine, so I'm not sure when you'd need to reseal a bottle, but I imagine it comes in handy sometimes. It's an adorable set of 3 stoppers. There are so many charming kitchen tools like these wooden-handled utensils from the VALEVÅG series. The design is absolutely beautiful and gives off a warm, natural vibe. However, because they're made of wood, you can't put them in the dishwasher. So, that's something you'll need to be careful about.
And here's a new mini mirror from the window bin series. I've heard there will be more color options, but so far I've only seen black. It's a great size for small entryways or bathroom, and it's reasonable price. I visited IKEA Yokohama, and the store was celebrating its anniversary with lots of events.
On IKEA's store anniversaries, there are often special deals and activities. Do they do anything similar at your local IKEA? Let me know in the comments. There are still more new products to show, which I'll be featuring in upcoming videos.
If you enjoyed the video, I'd be so happy if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching until the end. See you soon in the next video.